Ryan.
Tyler.
I had so much fun at the Old Man Ironman that I decided to wear the exact same outfit.
I did notice that, and I was going to ask if you washed it.
It is definitely washed. New pair of jorts today, though.
No shit.
Yep. Same fit, different jorts.
So most of this podcast is actually done at the Old Man Ironman.
Yes.
And I feel like just thinking back on what we were talking about, it was mainly just like, gosh, that was awesome.
A lot of just saying we had so much fun.
I know there wasn't a whole lot of substance in it. So we were like, we got to get back in the studio and we got to just polish this baby off a little bit.
That podcast, we were just basically Floyd Mayweather after the fight last night, just saying how much fun he had.
Yeah, seriously.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book in another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now. Breakfast ball.
I had a lot of fun. What did you think about Logan Paul's skills as a boxer? I had so much fun. It was just fun out there.
Yeah, and then he goes and says that he's done with the sport of boxing forever. Like this was the last one. It's like, come on.
Nah, he said that the last 3 times.
For however much he made, 50 million, 30 million, I can't even remember.
A lot of millions.
When another fight like that comes about, he's going to fight.
Yeah, well, now people want him to fight Jake.
How old is he?
44.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, there's older guys at UFC than that. And UFC is a lot more taxing.
Yeah, so he could keep going. He's also fought 51 fights.
Yeah.
Professional.
That's a lot more than a UFC fighter fights.
I mean, Donald Cerrone he's not even 40 yet, and he's had close to 60.
Jesus Christ.
He has the most fights in UFC history.
That's a lot of freaking fights, dude.
He's also gotten murked in his last 3. So
Yeah.
I think he's got one more, and then Dana White will cut him.
Time to hang it up.
Yeah. Did you watch the fight, Tyler?
I did. I did.
Did you stream it?
Yes.
You didn't stream. You bought it.
I watched whatever Jade found.
Which was the Showtime.
The Showtime pay-per-view.
Yes, that was the one.
$69.99.
$49.99.
He paid extra. He tipped him.
Oh, no shit.
Yep. He tipped him.
He tipped Floyd Mayweather.
He did.
For putting on such a great performance.
Oh, God. It was so fucking boring, dude.
Dude, I didn't even watch it, Tyler. I did see Chad Ochocinco get KO'd. Not KO'd, but he got dropped.
I didn't even know he was in it. I only watched Paul Mayweather.
Yeah, I think there was only 4 fights. Chad Ochocinco was the first fight of the night.
Who beat him?
Couldn't even tell you.
Great.
I mean,
Chad.
that's just like what this whole entire night was made of.
That goes to show you where Chad Ochocinco's career is. So we didn't even know he was on this card.
Yeah, true.
No, exactly. Yeah, he got dropped hard, but he also landed some pretty good shots. And again, there was no judges, there was no winner. So I was like, yeah, I mean, you have like Jake Paul coming up to Logan after the fight during the post-fight press conference and be like, dude, you just beat Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Like, why are you selling yourself short? You just beat the greatest boxer of all time. It's like, no,
He didn't. He didn't. He wasn't. Yeah.
If you just go off like punches landed, Floyd won. If you go off of accuracy, Floyd won.
Yeah. Significant strikes, Floyd won.
So I don't know how.
I do think Floyd was genuinely impressed with him when he said like he's better than I thought. He actually knew how to use his weight. I came in like he's talked about how he was convinced that he didn't think that Paul was going to be able to use his weight correctly.
Sure.
And he did. Just hung on him the whole time.
Yeah.
What a waste of fucking 8 minutes of my life.
It was 8 3-minute rounds.
Yeah, I showed up. I went and got pizza for everybody, then came back and it was the 4th round.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's been the same thing. The announcers sucked. Like I am not a Logan Paul fan, but the announcers were just the whole time made fun of him.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
the
like
entire time
about how he's so bad for like the sport of boxing and they made fun of him for being a wrestler and out of shape. And
really,
it's like you're not making this any more entertaining. Your job should be to build this up and keep the people interested, not just shit on one of the boxers.
At one point they did reference an old Logan Paul YouTube video talking about like Mayweather being a Lego not to be stepped on or something. It was just like these references they were using was just like, okay, this is kind of pulling.
They were lame
here.
Yeah.
I would actually love to see Logan Paul fight in the UFC at like 181 or sorry, 185.
What does he weigh now?
Well, he had to weigh in under 190 or under for the Floyd fight. So I think he
missed
can make
weight, didn't he?
No.
I thought he did.
I guess I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he didn't make weight and he had to pay something for it.
Yeah, it was like $100,000 for each pound he was over.
Yeah.
Holy.
Which is
Speculation. I don't know if that's true. I heard it somewhere. But
literally chump change at that point.
yeah, exactly. But no, I'd like to see him with being able to use his wrestling. I'd like to see him with lighter gloves. I'd like to see him basically just go buck wild and be able to do whatever he wants versus just stand and punch.
I will say I was pretty impressed actually with some of his head movement. Like he looked like he was way more comfortable in the ring than I expected with one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah. And I mean, you put it this way, like if Logan Paul has a tough chin, which he probably does, he's a bigger guy, whatever. For Floyd to knock out a 190-pound guy, he was actually probably 200 pounds. Logan was probably 200 pounds during the fight.
Yep.
For him to knock a 200-pound guy out with 16-ounce gloves, I don't know. That's kind of far-fetched in my mind.
And Floyd's never been known for his power. He's the greatest defensive boxer to ever live, and that's undisputable. I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that seems to be this is the trend right now. It's like the YouTubers, the TikTokers, the big time money fights. Yeah, some of those TikTokers, man, they got a lot of pent up roid rage, whatever's going on. That's going to be interesting. That's next weekend.
Yeah. What's his nuts?
No, that's this weekend.
This weekend, Bryce Hall, cycling roids.
SARMs.
I would love nothing more to see Bryce Hall get his chin broken.
Who is Bryce fighting?
Austin McBroom.
I mean, I don't like either of them, but Bryce, God, he's tough.
And it's like I'm with you, but on the other end of the spectrum, that's exactly what those people want.
But it's not an act for him. A lot of people, it's an act for views. It is not an act for him.
You don't think so?
No, that's just how he is. Because there's way too many things where he's just being a drunk asshole and getting into these fights and then says it's for clicks.
Yeah. I don't know.
There is a lot of them, though, that are doing what you're saying right now, that they're acting like douches and hyping it up just to get views.
Yeah.
I don't think he's acting. He maybe turns it up a little bit, but I think he's just a douche.
God. Well, that's where I feel like the sport of boxing is going, unfortunately.
Yep.
That's why I'll be an MMA guy, UFC guy.
Well, we are actually a boxing podcast now.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are we're a fighting podcast.
We are.
Mixed martial arts, boxing.
Speaking of fights, I was in the absolute fight of my life trying not to throw up on Saturday.
Tyler, you literally you took a dip into the lake, which was filled with green algae. There was dead crappies on the shore. Cody, did you know that?
I did see that.
I didn't.
You just took a casual dip.
There's dead fish in every lake.
Yeah, but not like that with the algae.
You know how good that felt though? It was 100 degrees out. We were sweating our asses off, and I was pretty drunk to just go jump in the lake. It felt amazing.
I was pretty steady Eddie the whole time. I was kind of just like taking my time. I was slamming waters just to get him out of the way so I could grab another beer. One thing I was disappointed about on the Old Man Ironman was I was thinking Chad Hughes was going to be buying shots. And,
sorry.
Continue. What happened though was like we were on hole 6 and Chad Hughes had already finished. Chad Hughes is Cody's dad, by the way. So I don't really think he got an opportunity to do that. Nor did we really get an opportunity to do that for him because we were in the fight of our life. We went -1 through 9 in a 4-person scramble.
And got second in the scramble.
Yeah.
That just goes to show, so let's just introduce the actual podcast. We tried to shoot a podcast during the beanbag portion of the Old Man Ironman, but we were pretty tuned up. Don't know how well it went. We're going to find out soon.
We're going to put it in, yeah.
It's going to be in there. But we wanted to make sure that you guys got some sound of mind podcasting from Ryan, Cody, and I.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact we talked about how the tournament went in that portion of it. So we'll introduce that, and then Ryan and I will be back from the present to wrap the podcast up.
Tyler, it is hot out.
It is hotter than Satan's ass.
We just downed a couple hot dogs, and
I still got a half a hot dog to go.
I downed 2 already. I got to go back for seconds, get my chips. Yep, there we go. Tyler, Old Man Ironman today. We've been talking
having
about
an
it.
absolute blast.
I am too. We've been talking about it for probably months now. And we're finally here. We shot clay pigeons in the morning, 50 shots.
Ryan.
I think I took the W on the clay pigeons.
Ryan never shot clay pigeons in his entire life.
No.
Wins
the clay pigeons as a solo,
And,
not as a team. We didn't win as a team, but Ryan had the highest total solo score, which is absolutely unbelievable. I'm glad you pulled that out of your ass because we needed it because our so-called ace, Cody,
I know.
absolutely
19
left
Oh my
the team.
gosh.
for 50.
Oh my God.
I shot the same course in April and got a 46.
I don't
I know.
believe you
It
anymore.
was unbelievable.
You told us that, and it's tough to believe after today.
I don't know what was going on. I wish I would have had my shotgun. I know that's not an excuse, but oh my gosh. It was bad.
I walked into Wings North and I'm like, I'm gonna take this thing home with me. I'm taking the gold home.
Right.
Oh my
No, actually,
God.
I have never shot like sporting clays like this before at different stations. Big time hunter, pheasant hunter, duck hunter. So I know the concept.
You and I both, neither one of us had ever shot sporting clays, but we both love hunting.
Right. So it's a pretty quick translation over into the sporting clays. But we did that in the morning. I think we might have finished like second or third, and then we hit the golf course for 9. First time we've ever played as an 8-some, Tyler.
I enjoyed that. When we did a 4-person scramble, it was you, me, Jake, and Cody,
Correct.
and we finished 1 under, which
Which-
got us second place, which doesn't sound great for a 4-person scramble, but considering that everybody was already super liquored up, 1 under is pretty good.
We finally got to get a feel for the world-renowned top 10 Minnesota 9-hole golf course, Pine City Country Club. What were your thoughts on that, Tyler? Cody, you're not allowed to speak right now.
Off the bat, the world's easiest par 5 on hole 1.
Yeah, world's easiest par 5.
It's like a 300-yard par 5.
Actually, I think world's easiest 9-hole course.
That's
And
why it's so renowned.
Very
Makes everyone
forgiving.
feel good.
Very
And-
forgiving.
We are very forgiving. That's a great word
Big
for that, Cody.
fairways, lots of rough.
We were
Playable
only
rough.
1 under. We were hitting great tee shots, but we could not get anything to
Dude,
go.
our second shots were disgusting.
Yes, absolutely. Putting was there. So this is like the first time. It's typically subconsciously, it's usually me versus you.
Yep.
Shooting a video
Correct.
or doing whatever. We teamed up.
We teamed up, and I honestly thought it went pretty well. Like our shots, when you were off on a shot, I was on, and when you were off on when I was off on a shot, you were pretty much on. You drove really well. For the most part, I think I had like 2 or 3 shanks drives, but for the most part, I did put one safe, and so you were able to go for it and get the cookie.
Yeah.
Jake played surprisingly well. Jake has been
What?
I thought he did. Dude, he hit his irons super good.
Jake, you hit your irons well.
Jake has been the sleeper of the tournament. He only lost to Cody, who was born and raised on a shooting clays course. He only lost to Cody by 1. I think Jake has honestly been the sleeper. So he only lost to our official ace in the shooting clays, who Cody Hughes he was born and raised on a shooting clays course.
Yep.
Beats Jake by 1 single clay pigeon.
Not good. Not a good look. I understand how this looks to the public, and I'd like to formally apologize because I don't remember the last time that I got under a 35. I'm going to say
Not to brag.
It's had to have been at least 15 years. This is the worst round of clays I've shot potentially since I first started shooting.
And this was the best
Well,
round
great
of
time
clays
for it,
I've
Cody.
ever shot.
Bad. Very bad.
I will tell you what, though. I love the 4-team like camaraderie.
Yeah.
There's if one guy's down, another guy's picking him up. Whether that be clay, like absolutely disintegrating a clay pigeon is one of
Dude,
the
it's
better
so
feelings
sad.
in the world.
It's very similar to deleting a drive.
Yes,
Absolutely
100%.
crushing a drive in the middle of your club, and it just feels like it melts in your hands, you know?
Yep.
Disintegrating a clay pigeon is very close to that.
When that sucker goes up in dust, you are next shell in, fucking pull the trigger,
Mm-hmm.
pull. It is such a great feeling. The Old Man Ironman so far, the combination of
We've got to tell people that we are literally at the Old Man Ironman. 1 event left.
we saw bags. Yeah,
We are in front of the bags court right now. We are going to be doing this podcast live throughout the bags tournament of this portion of the Old Man Ironman. So we're probably going to have to take some breaks to play because Ryan and I are up on boards 1 and Cody and Jake are up on board 6 as soon as it gets going. So we'll be live podcasting during the tournament.
We got bags
on top
flying
of
at
the
us
boys,
already.
guys, who
There's
we have
bags
absolutely
flying at us.
beat the living shit out of today.
We got bags flying at us right now.
throws up. We want to play you.
That's nothing more than just a distraction to throw us off our game. I feel like, I'm waiting for this to
Great
hit
shot,
me in the back of the head. Tyler, need you to focus
fucking
up here.
idiots back here.
That's all right. I feel like the combination of events at the Old Man Ironman could not be any better. I think, Cody, and you can attest to this, before it was horseshoes.
It used to be horseshoes,
and now it's cornhole, which
Now
I
it's
think
cornhole.
fits the mold so much better.
Absolutely. Well, there's a lot more people nowadays that play cornhole than
Right.
horseshoes, I feel like.
And I think it's a perfect excuse for us to be those kind of snobby douches. We brought our own bags. We brought the boys are buzzing you betcha bags to play with today.
Well,
And
it's just product testing.
We honestly
That's all
can't
it is.
lose with those.
No, and those actually aren't live on the site yet, but stay tuned.
Oh shit, sorry.
Brand new Local Bags company. Local Bags is they are the official bag of the National Professional Cornhole Association,
The PCA.
the PCL.
The
League,
PCHL.
not association.
The PCLA.
So we'll be rocking some good bags today.
PCHLA.
We feel like we have to give the other team a similar advantage and give them the other 4 bags.
I'm
which
not
is
doing
fine.
that. They can play with whatever bags they got.
And I honestly don't know what position we're sitting in right now, but
We got to be close to top 3
Okay.
because I think we finished top 5 in shooting.
Yep.
And I know we got second in golf. And it averages out your placing in every single event. And I know the team that got first place in shooting, we just beat them in golf.
Not to brag.
So we got to be pretty damn close to them.
We're in contention, no doubt.
So what you could say
We're in
is,
contention, no doubt.
Okay, good.
Yeah, things are looking up.
Yes.
We're not done yet. We might have another hot dog before we start here bags here. I don't know. I might have to take another round of the sporting clays. I'm gonna have to buy
Dude,
another.
I can't believe you won that, dude. Out of
I
nowhere.
can't either. I walked into Wings North with my chest high, my head high, my shotgun right in the shoulder. Check this out, Tyler.
Oh, dude, we both got it.
That's a battle wound right there.
It's fucking broken blood vessels.
Yeah, that means a good
Feels
day on the
good.
course. So, yeah, we're gonna get a little bit more food in us. Couple 3-4 glizzies. It is the turn essentially because we only played 9. So glizzy at the turn, and we're gonna hop right into bags. Tyler, later in the podcast too, we're gonna talk about the match.
Yep.
Phil Mickelson, Tom Brady against Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers. What an electric matchup!
Unbelievable. I'm super excited to talk about it. We will take a break and we'll report back with our standings after the first round of the bags tournament, and then we'll talk the match. So
Be right back.
And we're back. After round 1 of the bags tournament, Ryan and I won.
Cleaned house, Tyler.
Jake and Cody lost.
Yeah,
Barely.
my back.
Barely. Oh, barely. It still counts.
My back is
20-21.
That sucks.
My back is getting a little bit sore
Seriously,
going into round 2 of bags.
I mean, if I would have shot better, my back would hurt too, but here we are.
Tyler, what's your outlook on the day right now?
My outlook on the day is that you and I really have to put the team on our backs even more. You're going to have to, I know your back hurts now, but you're going to have to sacrifice literally every single one of your vertebrae to get us to the championship because Jake and Cody are really bringing us
I know.
down.
I'm going to need to see a chiropractor after this weekend.
Seriously.
No, it's been a good time so far. I don't know who we got matched up for this next round, but we got a little bit of flack for using our own bags, which naturally
we let them use theirs too.
Yeah.
Use ours too.
Yeah, we were using the professional bags. Clean house first round, and we're gonna clean house second round. I don't know where we're sitting at in the standings,
Dude, we got to be top
but we
4
just
or
got to
5.
keep winning.
Yeah, we do. We just cannot lose bags. It all comes down to bags.
Tyler, what if you and we're actually a pretty good tandem. We've kind of figured that out up to this point.
Yes.
Do you think we could beat Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady in sporting clays, golf, and bags?
Well, I know for a fact we would beat him in sporting clays because you literally set the course record today.
There's no course record
It's-
being
has
set.
to be.
Ryan set the course record today.
It's got to be my score.
And I got second in the course record, so we're sitting 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah.
We golf pretty damn well. Here's the trouble. Here's where we're gonna have to run into it. I don't think Phil can play bags. He doesn't do shit with his hands besides swing a club. Brady's gonna be good at bags.
Yep.
Phil is gonna be obviously good at golf. So we're gonna have to absolutely crush them in shooting.
So here's how I look at it. So this is like the third match, right? It was Tiger and Steph right away versus Phil and Tom. And then Phil and Peyton. It was Tiger and Peyton versus Phil and Tom.
And Tom's won every one.
Yep. And
That's
then,
why he's still in it.
And
with
then
Phil.
and then the second match was Steph and Charles Barkley against
No.
Peyton and Phil.
Steph
Isn't it
and
like
Charles
one
Barkley.
good golfer?
No. It was a pro. Steph
Phil
and
and
a pro.
Charles Barkley.
No, it was Phil and Tom the whole time.
Can someone enlighten me on the second
Jake,
match?
can you Google that, please?
Second
the
match.
2.
But we got match 3 coming up.
Yes, we do.
And
I wanted to tell you right now, though, like you asked me if we could beat Phil and Tom. I know for a fact, and this is a challenge to them right now, we would murder Bryson and Aaron Rodgers. It is not even a competition. The old man Ironman, if Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau want to go against us head to head, we would absolutely bury them.
You think so?
Probably not, but I'm
golf
issuing the
portion,
challenge
absolutely
anyway.
not. Do you know what I would have liked to see more than the match 3? I would have liked to see Brooks Koepka in place of Phil Mickelson.
Hey,
Brooks
we have
against Bryson.
we have results from the match 2.
Okay,
What
do
is
we
it?
got, Cody?
The match 2 was Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning, and they won.
Against Phil and Brady.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. They beat Phil and Brady.
Yep.
Well, it's
Okay.
because they had Tiger. That's cheating.
Yes. That's he went by himself.
Mm-hmm.
For this match 3, I would have loved to see, with all the drama going down with Brooks and Bryson, I would have loved to see Bryson and Aaron Rodgers against Brooks and.
But as you know, as we are right now playing bags, you can't split up a good thing. And Phil and Brady are a good thing. You can't split that up. Or no matter what the drama is trying to tell you to do, you can't split that up. You know what I mean? You can't split up Montana and Rice.
For views wise, though, it's kind of like all the YouTubers and TikTokers and all these people trying to box or box professionals. It's like, well, if we're not going to do the match with those two, let's throw them in a ring.
So no, this is what they should have done. They should have added a third pair.
Sure.
It should have been Koepka and Mahomes versus Brady and
Yes.
Phil
I like that.
versus Aaron and Bryson.
I don't mind that at all, actually.
Because Mahomes, he's probably the biggest name in football at the moment, wouldn't you think?
Yes.
I mean, Brady is he's
yeah.
always going to be top 3.
Yeah.
But I would say Mahomes is 1 or 2.
Okay.
So you got your 3 biggest names in the NFL as far as quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
And honestly, the 3 biggest names in golf right now, just because of the drama between Koepka and Bryson.
Yep.
And Phil just won. So you can't have. That's the 6 best names in their respective sports right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be a solid. And then this is the type of golf that I love to watch.
Yeah, me too.
I love like 2v2 or whatever that may be with a celebrity and a professional versus just watching solos, you know, in the U.S. Open. Or I like watching that stuff too, Tyler. But don't get me wrong, there's nothing better than seeing like Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Steph Curry on the golf course. Like, damn, these guys are not only the best at their sport, but they're also
Pretty goddamn good at
legit
golf.
golfers. Yeah. And I could guarantee you that we golf a whole lot more than those guys, and they would wipe the floor with us.
Oh, yeah. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers with a raging passion inside my soul, he's a pretty good golfer.
So
He's better than me.
the Brooks,
What's up, fella?
One game, they win one fucking game, and you interview them?
These are the guys. Yeah, these are the guys we just beat, Ryan and I. Yeah. And this is Coach.
Oh wait, no swearing. I'm sorry. Lucky
No, you can
sons of
swear
guns.
as much as we had to earn the explicit tab.
yeah,
done?
Roger's feeling a little bit down. We just waxed the floor with him in game 1, but that's just how things go.
We kicked the shit out of that guy. They actually had us on the ropes pretty early.
They did.
It took me a little bit to dial in.
Yep.
Ryan was playing a better guy than me. So we were down like 11-3, and then we ended up winning, I think, 21-12.
Yeah. Easy
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
We're
Cody's
gonna-
girlfriend's doing fucking cartwheels behind us right now.
Jesus, Cody, can you
Yeah,
get that under
it's a
control,
bad look.
Can you
please?
It's a bad
control
look.
her?
It's a bad look.
Jake, Cody, can you guys weigh in on Old Man Iron Man? How are things going? Are you hanging in there? I know you lost game 1 of the bags, and we would love to blame you if we do not get first place, but we won't because we're a team, Jake. We're a team.
Well, if we're blaming anyone for not getting first place, it's Cody's shooting performance.
Yeah, not my horrendous golf performance. We will blame it on Cody, regardless of
100%.
anything that
Cody's
I
shooting
did.
performance, and we were at Cody's home course, Pine City Country Club.
Yeah, we
top
we
10
were.
renowned Minnesota.
Yeah, here, Cody, weigh in.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I would say if we don't win first place, I would say you can 100% say that it's my fault because, like I said before, this is probably the lowest I've shot since I was under the age of 10.
Since you were born.
Well,
Since I was
you've been
born.
saying that a lot, but your scorecard says otherwise. I've never seen you shoot besides today, and this is the only example I have.
It was
so.
not good. Not a good look.
Okay, and I'm trying, like, the goal for me this weekend was to have as much fun as possible, which
I'm
I
having a
am.
blast.
My competitive nature has came out a couple times. I've gotten reality checked a little bit.
We were on the golf course, and I look at Ryan, and we were in the cart together, and I was like, "Hey, just have some fun."
Yeah, no, we're having fun.
Yes.
But here's the thing. The reason that I want to win so bad is because we need a goddamn trophy for the podcast backdrop.
Yeah, that trophy's sweet.
I know.
Like, it's a 3-tiered trophy. On one side, it's a guy shooting. Other side, it's a guy golfing. And on the top, it's like an angel or some shit. It's not a guy throwing bags, which you would think is the obvious thing to put on the top.
Right.
But it's cool, and it would make a great background for our podcast studio. So we really got to hold the team up right now, Ryan, you and me.
And to see someone else walk off with that trophy would be
I'm going to be
detrimental.
sick tonight.
Yeah.
If we don't win.
We might just go to bed at 9 p.m., wake up in the morning, take off, and say, "See you, Pine City." Not coming
Never
back.
coming back. Actually, I'm actually having so much fun that I texted my dad while I was in the bathroom. I was taking a shit. And my dad and I are starting a team for next year. So next year, right now, today, is all about camaraderie amongst the Breakfast Ball family.
Yep.
Next year is all about Breakfast Ball versus Breakfast Ball.
Yeah.
I'm making my respective team. Cody's making his respective team, and you are making your respective team.
Easy.
And I already have my old man on it, who is an ace shooter, an ace golfer, and the only person I've ever met better than me at bags.
Do you think your dad could have shot better than 44?
Yeah, he'd have shot 50.
No.
He might have missed one.
No.
I've never
Cody,
seen him miss in my
no.
life.
My
Jason,
dad
if you
can beat up your dad.
dad can beat up your dad.
Jason, if you're listening, there's
He
no
doesn't
doubt you're a
listen to the
good shooter.
podcast.
But 50 out of 50, oh man, I didn't even know what a report pair was
Ryan.
when we first started.
We are up.
Oh, we're up.
All right, we will check back in after our
Round
next round.
2.
Ryan and I are about to advance our team into the semifinals.
All right, let's get it. Woo-woo. Tyler,
Ryan,
the official score is in. We did not win
what do you mean? How do you know?
because the guys who got first have already walked out with their medals.
No, those old dudes were full of shit.
Oh, really?
There's no way those old guys won. They suck dick.
Cody, do you know who got first place?
I do not yet. They have
Not
not
official yet?
announced it. They didn't
Ooh.
announce it.
No, those guys were full of it.
Well, regardless, Tyler, we just played a cornhole game for $100 and
And
we
we
won. So
Won by a lot.
if we don't win the trophy, that
We won
$100 is going
$100.
to the
We-
trophy.
What is your deal?
You told me to jump in. You guys lying over here?
We got
Welcome, Squatch, to the podcast.
Squatch is here on Breakfast Ball. We just destroyed these guys. Absolutely demolished.
Scotch, we absolutely mutilated your best team.
The scores aren't out here yet.
For
so
$100.
That is allegedly. It's allegedly right now.
And no, it's confirmed.
Was there officials?
Yes.
We're waiting for the post game drug test to come back. We think there was some performance enhancement.
Oh, wait. If anyone in this tournament's on drugs, it's you guys.
What are you trying to say?
you're from
This
Pine
is
City,
outrageous.
Squatch.
Meth capital of Minnesota right here. Ripping the old man Iron Man. Let's get it.
Oh, let's get it. Okay, you just admitted that he's on drugs.
Let's get it. Wow.
We may or may not have won the tournament. I don't know. Ryan and I went 3-0. Jake and Cody went 0-3 in bags, and
Someone's
we needed
gotta
to win
pick up the
bags.
slack.
Not a good look.
Someone's got to pick the slack up. Overall, man, that was a great day.
I did have a blast, an absolute blast. I would 1,000% come back.
I would 1,000% come back as well. I would maybe 2,000% come
Cody,
back.
I honestly cannot stand how much you hype shit up, but this is worth the hype.
Well, okay. Thank you for your input. I think that this is the true Sportsman's Triathlon.
Wow.
Oh, wait,
Breaking
turn the
news.
camera
We
around
have-
quick
we
for
have-
our Facebook viewers only.
We have a large
What is
human.
Squatch doing?
He's jumping.
Oh, there's a cannonball into the algae.
Gross.
There is algae and scum and everything else in that pond.
Look at that fountain, though. That
This
fountain's
pond,
gorgeous.
Wow.
This pond is absolutely disgusting.
Oh.
I
Holy
think
shit.
the pond just drained at least 3 inches.
If Squatch didn't have a disease before, he has one now.
Wow. Breaking action in the podcast.
For everybody that only listens to Double Bogey Show through the podcast app, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and watch this video. Squatch, big man,
Interview.
literally jumped off the dock into a pond filled with scum.
Tyler, it had to have been the PEDs.
Yeah, it's the performance-enhancing drugs that did not enhance his performance.
Wow, what a Absolute roller coaster of event.
Today's been a blast.
Yeah.
I cannot stress how much fun I've had today.
No, today's been a blast. What else do you want to add to the Old Man Ironman, Tyler?
What do you mean?
Anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, besides the fact that I've had a ton of fun and that Cody is literally dog shit at hyping things up, this has lived
This
up.
is not true. This is not true. I would say I'm a good hype man. I'm a good hype man. It got you guys here. It showed the true colors of the Old Man Ironman, the real Sportsman's Triathlon.
Hey, you know what matters to me most, Cody?
What?
Did we beat your dad, you think?
Probably.
We
Fuck
had
probably did.
Fuck you, Chad.
At least in shooting and in golf, we did for sure.
We didn't beat him in shooting.
You don't think so?
No. Like, Ryan
I
beat
did,
them in
but-
shooting, but our team average did not because you sucked.
Okay. Bags and golf.
Bags and golf, we beat them for sure.
Bags and golf.
Hey, so here's
got
the
it.
thing about this event right here. We got sporting clays, we got golf, and we got cornhole. I feel like if anyone else wanted
Squatch,
to
we
get
just
a
took
$4 or a
$100 from your team.
$6
Sorry, I was chirping the sidelines
ignore
here.
the sidelines, Tyler. It's easy.
I can't. It's tough for me. The sidelines were chirping us, and we just took $100 from them.
If anyone else wants to do their own Old Man Ironman, get a group of 4 guys,
Don't
6
come to
guys,
Pine City.
8 guys. Teams of 2. All right. Shoot 50 sporting clays. Go to a local range. Do whatever. Hit 9 holes of golf, and then slap some cornhole. It was this was one of the more fun events that I've been a part of.
Oh, without a doubt. We've done a lot of You Betcha events through the last year and a half, and this has got to be up there for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly can't think of one that's been more fun because like most of them are just like experiential.
Right.
This one has been like active fun. Like you're part of the fun.
Everything.
Yes.
Every step of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, and
It's everyone against everyone.
Yep.
Shout out to Wings North, Pine City, Minnesota.
Shout
Chad
out.
Hughes put us on a great event.
This sounds like the worst commercial of all time, but it's true.
No,
shout out to them.
That is where we are at right now. I'm excited to find some AC, maybe a lake,
Holy
not a
shit, it's
pond
hot
like
as
Squash
balls.
just found.
Dude, how have we not talked about the heat? It's 100 degrees and it is
Yeah.
It's hot.
445.
It has actually cooled down a little bit. My watch says 91 degrees.
Wow.
Jesus.
And it's been 90 to
Christ.
100 degrees for the last 6 hours.
Yeah.
It is like-
we're sweating. We're dehydrated. We've had quite a few beers.
The beers
Yep.
are going down
It's
easy.
very easy.
Beers were going. I would say the beer. So the beers were not going down as easy after my 3 hot dogs, my 3 glizzies at the turn.
I
But
took a shot to cure that.
yeah.
Oh,
Dur-
wait. I've been saying this the podcast.
Oh my.
Chad Hughes bought us way too many shots on the golf course because Cody said his strategy was to get us really drunk. I saved it.
That is the pinnacle strategy
Tyler.
for the Old Man Ironman. For those
I
of
got
you
one
that
shooter left.
we might have not talked
Tyler-
about it before, but it
I'm
is.
pretty sure the Bev cart, God bless her soul,
Yeah.
gave us 2 extra shots.
She had to have.
She gave Cody my 2 shots and then handed me 2 extras on accident.
Yes.
So here's the final of our golf shots
I don't have
to
one.
the Old Man Ironman. Cheers, Ryan.
Cheers, Tyler. Good. It's gone.
It's gone. Ryan's is gone.
It's
I was so
absolutely
warm.
It's already
hammered.
out.
This is my
So-
back pocket for like
The
6 holes in an entire beanbag tournament.
The primary strategy for the majority of the teams is to get everybody else as drunk as possible
Yeah.
during the golfing
It
portion
didn't
of
happen
it.
Yes.
today.
It didn't happen today.
However,
I think it was just
Chad
because
is
we didn't
scared
have the
of
right
us.
teams.
I
Hey.
cannot wait till we get back to your cabin and I can tell Chad that he was legitimately scared of us.
Can I make a point today? Pine City Country Club. The Bev Cart girl was to be seen about every 2 or 3 holes, which I think is absolutely.
She was
elite.
on her game.
Shout out to Gretchen.
Gretchen. That was
wonderful
Yep.
job.
Gretchen, yes. I saw her at least every 15 to 20 minutes,
Every other hole.
keeping the boys hydrated.
Yes.
Bush
Yep.
lattes were flowing.
She was
Honestly,
great.
like-
Fireball shots.
She was great too. Like besides the fact that she was giving us booze, she also made sure that we didn't die in this heat and also got
Yes.
us waters at some point.
So
She gave us the old hey, maybe mix in a water.
mix in a water. Gretchen, if you're listening, we actually we're very critical of Bev Cart girls. Any course that we go to, if there's one there, we're gonna give you a rating probably. You
Gretchen today was a 10 out of 10.
You have a future in being a Bev Cart girl, probably on the side part time. Rip it for 20 hours a week. You're gonna make some good money
Mhm.
because you were there for us when we needed you the most.
Honestly, out of all the Bev Car girls we've had this summer, I think she's number 1. and that she should make a career out of this.
I think she could make a great career. I don't think she can make a career at Pine City Country Club. I think she deserves to be.
She's got to move
at,
to Fargo for
she's
sure.
got to be at a more notorious, well-known golf course.
Here's the thing.
But-
What more notorious than one of the top 9-hole courses in possibly the whole world?
Well,
Okay, so the Peanut fucking Gallery is saying that Pine City Golf Country Club is critically acclaimed. And I've been hearing this from Cody for months. And I would really, really, really like to know who these critics are that are acclaiming this course.
it is Cody and Squatch who just jumped in the pond.
Cody is 6 sheets to the wind. Squatch just jumped into a pond that is literally 3 inches thick with scum. And these are the critics that we are acclaiming the Pine City Country Club.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't think there's any better fit for the position.
No, I think
There's
you're
no
right.
better critic, is what you're saying?
There's no better critic to evaluate Pine City 9-hole course, and I think it's properly rated.
Okay.
So, Tyler, before we wrap this thing up,
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Wings North.
Wings North. Also,
They're
here's
not
the
a
thing.
sponsor.
We do not know the official score yet of the Old Man Ironman.
Oh, we don't.
I really want to take that trophy home. And if it happens to not work out for us, I may or may not pull a Shooter McGavin, take that trophy,
and run.
away from Wings North.
Hey, Ryan, if the worst case scenario, we took $100 from Squatch Team.
We did.
Jesse, I'm looking at you.
We are $50 each richer.
It was. It was.
We're going to see if anyone else wants to play for some cornhole
Let's
money.
just play cornhole all night for $100 a game.
We're on fire right now. But
We won't lose.
no.
Wow, what an absolute roller coaster of a day.
Yeah, we look like we had fun.
It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Cody's dad, Wings North, for putting on the Old Man Ironman. I'll be back next year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
From what I already hear, Cody, Tyler, he just wasn't happy with his teammates. He wants to get his own team to go against us.
Ryan,
next
you
year.
can be on my team.
Why? Because I can shoot sporting clays.
You
now
can
that
shoot
find out.
sporting clays. You can throw a bag farther than 6 feet, and you can golf.
We
Ouch.
Cody, it was such a tough
Tough look.
man. Hey, next year you'll be better
Yeah.
on a different
Hopefully.
team than mine.
Yeah.
what was a highlight? What was a highlight for you guys?
I think honestly, going 1 under and knowing that we beat Chad in golf for sure. We didn't tell people we got too drunk to finish the podcast at the beanbag tournament. We ended up getting 2nd overall.
We did.
We got 2nd overall. We got beat by the guys that beat us in golf.
How many points?
Quite a bit because they took 1st in golf and they took 1st in beanbags. We took 2nd or 3rd in shooting.
3rd in shooting.
3rd in shooting, 2nd in golf, and like middle of the road in bags. So
Yeah.
bags killed us.
Yeah.
I would have liked to just see all of the score breakdown for each event and to see how many more clay pigeons we would have had to hit in order to get a place up or something like that.
I don't think that would have helped because the guys that beat us, we kicked the shit out of them in shooting.
Really?
Yeah, they did really bad in shooting, but then they won 2 events.
Here's why you never judge a book by its cover, Tyler. The guys, Cody, who were the guys that won? What are their names?
Dustin Drake.
Oh yeah, they were Team Drake.
Team Drake.
Yep.
I don't remember.
Team Drake.
I
All
don't
right.
remember all their
Yeah.
names.
Team Drake, you guys did great. You got
Congratulations.
first place. But when I saw Team Drake rolling up in the camo and the sporting clays vests and
I
ready to
thought
shoot,
that was going to be their event.
and then I show up in a fucking
look like a
1990s Taco Bell polo. I got my golf shorts on. I probably should have just threw my golf shoes on. I had my running shoes on. My hat was backwards, and I'm like, all right, let's shoot some clays. Tyler, 44 for 50.
Unbelievable.
I think I was slept on a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that was definitely the highlight of my weekend. I have never shot sporting clays before, so holy shit, to see those things disintegrating in midair was electric.
It was sweet. My highlight was after the announcement of the winners. I went back into the clubhouse. What do we call it? The clubhouse at the shooting range?
Yep.
Went back in, went up to your dad, Cody, and I was like, let me see the standings. There's only one team here I wanted to beat. I don't care if we get 2nd to last. We beat your dad by 2 places.
No.
In total?
In total.
In total.
Damn.
They got 4th.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of different every year because he never has the exact same 4 people to,
Yeah.
you know. I think the biggest deterrence for his normal strategy of getting everybody else drunk was that it was so hot also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost dangerous to do that to
Yeah.
people.
So you're just like, everyone's drinking water out there and we'll have fun when we get back because there's AC, no AC out here. People are going to collapse.
Yeah. And do we talk? I don't remember. We definitely talked about clay pigeons in the original podcast. But I don't think we won $100
We did.
from Cody's on tap buddies.
Well, we won it for about 30 minutes and then we lost.
And then we gave it right back to pull tabs.
Yeah, we were like, well, we just won $100. This is $100 that we didn't know that we were going to have.
Yep.
So I saw there was 2 $600 pull tabs still left in the box. I'm like, well, shit, let's just try it out. And I think we had $14 in playbacks and then we got our asses kicked.
Yep.
That's the name of the game.
It is. You make money and lose it.
The old paper cocaine claimed another victim.
The old cardboard crack.
I've never heard either of those. I hate pull tabs. I've only ever won one time in my life and I've never pulled one. It was when I went in with Ryan and then Ryan pulled it.
Yep.
So that was the only time I've ever won money in pull tabs.
Win's a win though.
I'm like negative $2,000 probably total in my life.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sad.
That's good. Those are good odds.
Yeah, it's great odds.
Keep playing.
It means I'm due, right?
Yeah, it
just
means
keep
you're due.
telling myself I'm due.
Just keep going. It's like, you ever seen someone play roulette where they're like, well, it's got to hit red sometime. And they just keep betting.
Yeah, there's like 13 blacks in a row.
Yep.
Like, well, it's got to hit red now.
Yeah.
And then it's 00 green.
It's like,
Yeah.
you realize the odds reset here every time you put your money up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great podcast, I think.
I couldn't tell you the structure of
Squatch jumped in the water. Cody sucked at shooting.
Jake. Sucked at everything.
Yeah, he did better in most stuff than I expected him to. Bags,
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think he would hit shit shooting. And he almost beat Cody.
Yeah.
Fair.
I was impressed.
I did bad.
City kid, dude. I didn't expect much from the city kid. He said the one time he's been hunting and the only time he's ever told us about hunting, he got shot at. So
Yeah. Wild story.
wild story. Yeah.
And then, Tyler, we proceeded to leave Pine City. It's a 4-hour drive back to Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
We left at 6 a.m. We headed to the golf course immediately and golfed another 18 holes, which was absolutely atrocious.
I was dying. Golfing those 18 holes was the worst. I felt better when I was sick in the lake, just laying in the lake trying not to
Really?
throw up. I felt better than I did on the golf course yesterday.
Oh, man. Yeah. But business had to be done. We had to get out and shoot the shit.
Yep.
So that was a good weekend overall. I'm glad to be out of the sun for a little bit, but we're going to be right back in it on Wednesday. We're going to be shooting a new video on Wednesday.
Yes.
So
Big review. New one comes out today.
yeah, new one comes out today. Not a review, but a new video.
New video coming out today. Golfing with the boys.
Yep. And then we'll have a review video next week on a specialty club.
Very special.
Yeah. And we'll keep cranking the content out for you guys. So Tyler,
Ryan,
is that it for this podcast?
that's it for
Merch
this
plug.
podcast.
Merch plug.
Buy merch.
Oh yeah, guys, Father's Day sales going on right now. OUBetcha.com. Every order over $50 gets a free set of grilling tongs. Custom You Betcha grilling tongs. They're legit. They're sweet. All yours for free. $50 and over order.
Says Grill Master on one side and click on the other.
Yep.
Love
Nice
it.
and branded up.
Yep.
You Betcha style. So head over to the website, OUBetcha.com. Get yourself some gear. Get dad some gear. And get him some free tongs for Father's Day.
Yep.
Love you guys.
Do it. Love you. Hell, that's a breakfast ball.